Oh. We already ate, so that was really good. I mean, I ate. All right, everybody. This is Poncho Blazing ATM, aka Reverend Joseph James Holland, at your service, and welcome in because I'm the social media and YouTube legend and future first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm saved, sanctified, Holy Ghost filled, fire baptized, staying saved, living right, doing God's will, and keeping heaven my home. And I want to welcome everybody, and somebody say everybody for tuning in at this time. This is the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episode 190. Can you believe that we're at 190 episodes? 190 episodes on the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. This is a milestone. We've only got 10 episodes. And somebody say 10 episodes. 10 episodes away before we officially enter the 200th anniversary episode. So that means we're almost at 200 episodes of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, and I'm very excited and very happy. I don't know officially where we will be at for the 200th episode and what's going to happen, but what I do know is that we are very close. And I thank each and every single one of y'all for always tuning in. Whether you tune in the first episode that started back on July 30th of 2020 during the pandemic, or until now, the 190th episode. Thank each and every single one of you all for rocking with me all the way. I appreciate you all very, very much. Now, before we officially move on, and before I address the YouTube Live Nation chat, I've got to make a couple of quick announcements real quickly. Now, today, we are going to do the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. So today, it's going to be the 191st and 192nd episode. So later on today, we're going to be back live for the 191st and 192nd episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. This Thursday, Facebook Live with Poncho Blazing ATM episode 17 will be exclusively shot on Facebook. And that means you got to be with me on Facebook. You got to join with me on Joseph James Holland on my regular Facebook page and my Facebook fan page, Poncho Blazing ATM, to get exclusive access for that, where you can only subscribe to my Facebook fan page and Poncho Blazing ATM for just 99 cents. In addition to that, next Saturday, February the 28th, we are doing the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast once again with episodes 193 and episodes 194. So episodes 193 and episodes 194 of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast will resume next Saturday, February the 28th, 2026. And hear me out. Live episode 17 and the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast episodes 193 and 194, those episodes are going to have Blackatology. Aha, gotcha. Aha, gotcha. My high school lights. You thought I wasn't going to get you, but I gotcha. I always love getting the high school lights, honestly, y'all. Where I went to school at in Harlan County High School, got to get those lights every time. All right, but you might be asking what Blackatology is. So Blackatology is where we go all out for Black History Month, for the Black History past, present, and future. We're going to be doing nothing but rapping and hip-hopping and a little R&B on those episodes. So you definitely want to be in tune with those episodes because Blackatology is on its way. In addition to that, The NAACP 57th Annual Image Awards will take place next Saturday, February the 28th. So next Saturday, February the 28th, the NAACP Image 57th Annual Awards will take place exclusively on BET with the pre-show at 6 p.m. and the live show at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are still celebrating Black History Month. So happy Black History Month to everybody all around the world. And we're celebrating Black History Pioneer Month in the NBA, where it is nothing but we talk about Black history, about the NBA Black players from the past, present, and future. And before we move on to business in hand, I want to say it is the late night chat of the Talk of Poncho's Pals podcast. But before we talk more about that, to the YouTube Live Nation chat, I appreciate all you all YouTube Live Nation chatters for tuning in. And I'm seeing Joe P in the building. Joe P, it's so good to see you in the building once again. I appreciate you, Joe P. And to White Boy G. White Boy G, I appreciate you tuning into the building. Thank you both so much for tuning in to the Talk of Poncho's Pals podcast. It's always great to see you back here in the YouTube Live Nation chat. I appreciate you very, very much for being here once again. And White Boy G, I appreciate you being here also. And to everybody else in the YouTube Live Nation chat, let me know how old you all are and where you're from. That way we can shout you out properly. And if this is anybody's first time ever in any of my live streams whatsoever, the case may be, let me know. That way we can welcome you with open arms officially as a first-time visitor. And don't forget that the WNBA 2026 season will start on May 8th, 2026. Be sure to go to WNBA.com for the full schedule and updates on their schedule. And it is the second half of the NBA season 2026. So be sure to go to NBA.com to see what is happening in the NBA. And you said, Joe P, about Go Giants and the New York Jets sucks. Oh, I see you. I see you, Joe P. And Bad Bunny. Okay, all right, okay. I feel that. I feel that right there. Hey, Bad Bunny did perform for the NFL 2026 halftime show. He sure did. Oh, you said no, the NFL? I feel you, Joe P. I feel you on the NFL. Hey, the NFL 2026 draft will be coming out soon. So we definitely going to learn a lot about who's going to be drafted and what. Well, guys and girls and women and ladies, men all around the world, my brothers and sisters, you know what this means. Anytime that we film in the dark, it is only one thing. It is the late night chat in the Talk of Poncho's Pals podcast, which means that we talk exclusively late at night, hot, spicy, and sexy talk. And it is literally late at night because it's 1:36 in the morning. So it's definitely the late night chat. And it is unadulterated, unfiltered, uncensored. And we go all out for the late night chat in the Talk of Poncho's Pals podcast. Now, before we officially do, we are going to go ahead and take our first commercial break real quickly. So we'll be back here in about 45 seconds. And when we come back in about 45 seconds, we're going to go ahead and get started in the late night chat in the Talk of Poncho's Pals. So be sure to be back with us in about 45 seconds. This is the Talk of Poncho's Pals podcast, episode 190. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. This is the 190th, and we are at 190 episodes of the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. Before we officially begin, I'd just like to say thank you all for being on this journey with me on 190 episodes. It is great that we are at 190 episodes from the time that you all started with me in episode 1 on July 30th of 2020 during the pandemic all the way until now, 190 episodes. Thank you all so much for rocking with me very much. Now, also before I begin, we got another announcement to make. So this is my actual podcast show, but I'm getting ready to actually join another podcast show. So there's going to be another podcast spinoff. Now, most of y'all have known 3 years ago, the PNP podcast with me and my mama, Prophetess Princess Holland, was originally supposed to begin 3 years ago on January 2023. But where her health conditions got in her way, and due to some things being in the way, we wasn't able to start the podcast show. But I'm still going to be doing the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. Don't worry about that. But I am going to be joining another podcast. So it is in the making that the second podcast that I'll be joining, the PNP podcast, will be happening very soon. As soon as we have an official announcement, a premiere date on when that takes place, we will officially let you know. We don't know when that's going to take place yet, but we're coming close to it. So the PNP podcast with my mama being the host, the host with me being the co-host, that is going to take place very soon. And on top of that, you should listen. Why? Because it protects everybody from me, you. It protects everybody, so that way none of us will get in trouble. But keep in mind, if you are 17 and under and you choose to watch and listen at your own pace and time, you may watch and listen to something that may be sensitive to you all. And not only that, but anybody that does not love unadulterated, uncensored, uncut, explicit talk, and you're sensitive to it, this ain't the episode for you. But we begin the conversation with black parties. Now, a lot of you all must be asking, what is black parties? Black parties are exclusively for black people. Now, over the years, they have been exclusive for black people only. The rule was that you had to be black officially in order to be a part of the black parties. Why was this? It's because during the time, Jim Crow era, we could not hang and be with internationals and black people. And it was wrong, unfortunately. It was. To be excluded away from white people and internationals, I'm telling you. But black parties were great. I mean, anytime you went to a black party, it was incredible. The only way white people and internationals could be at those parties if they was a manager or they had something to do with business at the time, or if they was sneaking. And a lot of people that did go that were white internationals, they loved it. They loved black parties. And they're like this. With us black people, we love to see and party with everybody. And nowadays, you don't hardly hear much about black parties. Why? Because everybody's invited to all parties. We love to see everybody party all around the world. We all about to party when it comes to parties. But black parties are just exclusively for black people. They are missed, don't get me wrong. But if we can mix it up, hey, we can mix it up. I know that's right. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. I know that's right, JP. Go Big Blue all the way. This brings me to my next topic. Blacks and whites mixing it up. Over the years, We've seen a lot of black and whites mix it up everywhere. We're starting to see a lot of interracial couples with blacks and whites mixing it up all together. And do you know, by 2050, the whole world will be mixed. 75% of the world will be mixed all together. We might as well get used to and get ready for it. Broke that barrier, blacks and whites in baseball would have not existed. For example, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. Larry Bird, because they was black and white, who knows? The Celtics, Boston Celtics, and Los Angeles Lakers may not have been multiple champions like they are today. Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock has some of the greatest matches of all time. From WrestleMania 15, WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 19, Backlash in 1999, the December 97 pay-per-view. If Stone Cold and The Rock hadn't fought each other, maybe they wouldn't have had classic moments and classic matches like they did. It just goes to show that us black and white people, we need each other in the world. And let me tell you something. Interracial sex can be some of the best sex ever in the world. Blacks and whites mixing it up interracially can have some of the greatest times ever. Can be some of the greatest couples and greatest marriages ever. In sports, we've made history with blacks and whites together. In music, we made history together with blacks and whites together. In churches, we made history with blacks and whites together. It's a known fact. Us black people, we may not admit it, but we need white people. We need white people because you all, as white people, are smart. You all are intelligent. You all are incredible. A lot of black people may not admit it, but for me personally, I love white people. A lot of white people has helped me got to where I am today. In music, in sports, in church. Without white people, sometimes I would not probably be where I'm at, a legend and a future first ballot Hall of Famer. So I appreciate all of you all white people in the whole world. And same to white people, the black people. White people need black people. A lot of white people listen to our black songs in rap, hip hop, and R&B. A lot of white people love to hear black people sing and be in black churches and be in church with black people. A lot of white people love to be in competition with black people in sports. Overall, we all need each other. And blacks and whites, when we come together, we get a lot done. It's amazing to see who will come together and to see things done. I'll be honest, I love white women. I have a thrill for white women. I love my black women. I love my international women. I love my Indian women, my Asian women, African women. I love my French women, Canadian women. I love all women and ladies around the world. But it's just something about white women that get my heart going and that I love tremendously. We are going to take another commercial break real quickly. When we come right back, we're going to talk about more topics. Stay tuned. We're coming back in about 30 seconds. All right, let me make sure that I get the topic correct on here. All right, blacks and internationals, and then the main events. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live for the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast. This is episode 190. We're on the 190th episode of the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, and we continue the conversation with blacks and internationals. Now, before the commercial break, we talked about blacks and whites mixing it up. But now we're on the subject with blacks and internationals mixing it up. I want to say this real quickly. To all my international brothers and sisters in the world, I appreciate all of you all very much. Internationals, that means people that are outside of the United States of America, people that live outside of the United States of America, people that was born outside the United States of America. I love and appreciate all of you all very much. You all are my international brothers and sisters. I love you all very, very much. And I do have a lot of fans that are internationals. So I appreciate all of my international fans all around. But for blacks and internationals to mix it up is great. Now, we focus on blacks and whites mixing it up, but we don't hardly focus on blacks and internationals mixing it up. It is amazing to see blacks and internationals mix it up together. There's been a lot of history with blacks and internationals mixing it up. It's the same can be said with music and sports. Blacks and internationals mixing it up is incredible. I know one couple, and shouts to them on Married to Medicine, Mariah and Dr. Aiden. Mariah is a black woman, and they do a phenomenal job every day raising their children and everything and taking care of their family. Overall, us here in the United States of America and North America, we have and will always continue to be leery over internationals. The reason why we're leery about that is because we get hurt in the United States of America and North America a lot already. But to see an international person come in, I mean, it's out there. Now, a lot of internationals, sometimes they do hurt us Americans, United States of North Americans and North America. They hurt us a lot. That's why we're very leery. But there's a few and sincere internationals that are sincere and real. And for a lot of because we've been through it in slavery in the Jim Crow era. So internationals, it's no different. And really, for internationals, it feels like they're in slavery, in bondage, in the Jim Crow era themselves, because they have to go through rules and regulations. But I appreciate all internationals all around the world, bilingual, that speak a bi-language. I just love everybody. And all my international brothers and sisters, you got my love and support. And there are a lot of cute women that are international women. I love a lot of international cute women. And there are a lot of beautiful international women. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are. And my brothers that are internationals, you all are my brothers internationally. I love you all very much. And blacks and internationals mixing it up, man, I mean, you see it. For example, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. They are getting along so well for the Los Angeles Lakers. Who would have thought that Luka Doncic would be working with LeBron James? Before that, Luka worked with Kyrie Irving. A fine example of blacks and internationals working together. But this brings me to my final topic. Hey, New York Giants, go Big Blue. That's right. Go Big Blue for the New York Giants. That's right. Before we do that, we're going to take one final commercial real quickly. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. The purple lights. Hey, I appreciate you calling me a gentleman, Joe P. I appreciate you. Welcome back to the Talking Punches Pals podcast. This is episode 190 We're on the 190th episode of the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. And during the commercial break, Joe P, hey, you called me a gentleman. Yes, I definitely am a gentleman. So I definitely appreciate you calling me that. Thank you so much, Joe P. And you know, I'm hot, I'm sexy, handsome, and good looking. The reason why that is because I really do, honestly. I do. But we are going to talk about our final topic for tonight. Now, our final topic is going to be one of the greatest topics I'm talking about. It just depends on who you are. We're going to put it out there. Are you ready for me to put it out there? Because I'm going to put it out there. It is unadulterated, uncensored, unfiltered. We talk hot, spicy, and sexy talk on here. So you might as well get ready. We talking about big black cock and big black dick. You must be asking yourself, why are we talking about big black cock and big black dick in BBC and BBD? Hey, that's a conversation that is mentioned all the time, everywhere around the world. No disrespect to my white brothers. Hey, they say you all are BWC for big white cock. And no disrespect to my international brothers. I'm sure you all have game too. But for us black men, and I can speak for us black men, 85 to 90% of us black men got game in the bedroom when it comes to our BBCs and BBDs. I'm just saying, only 10% of black men have that small black cock and small black dick. But for the majority of us, 90% of us, we got that game. Now, I know my bedroom game is great. I know my bedroom game is tremendous. There are a few times that I may have an off night. Everybody has an off night. But majority of the time, my game is great. My game is very good. I'm just saying. I can speak on behalf of me being a black man. A lot of women, I'll put it this way, 82% of women all around the world love that big black cock. 82% of the women love the big black dick. 82% of the women love BBD and BBC. 82%. That means only 18% don't like it. Now, there's a lot of women that do love it and that do enjoy it. There's those 18% that would not want it at all. The 18% that do talk about it, but they prefer being with us brothers, black men. Thank you so much for loving our BBCs and BBDs. We appreciate you very, very much. And I'm going to leave it at that. Hey, like I said, when you hear that, BBC and BBD, you already know what time it is. And a lot of women and ladies know that they love that. Well, on that note, we are going to leave it at that officially. And we're running out of time officially. So, I appreciate everybody for tuning in to this episode of the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. This is the 190th episode of the Talking Poncho's Palace podcast. And I thank everybody for joining me at this time. From Joe P, my brother in arms, and Joe P from Jersey. And from, looks like I've got also, hold on just a second. I just seen the name on here. White Boy G. From White Boy G and Joe P, I appreciate you both being here with me. And to all the YouTube Live Nation chat that's been in the conversation with me today, I appreciate you all very, very much. Thank you so much for being with me tonight on this episode. And to everybody that's joined the live stream and or the previous recording, I appreciate you all also. And you can only subscribe to me for just 99 cents Be sure to like, share, and follow my YouTube page in Poncho Holland Vivo in order to join the YouTube Live Nation chat and receive live notifications. Also, follow, like, share, and subscribe to my mother, Prophetess Princess Holland, and Prophetess Princess Holland Vivo on YouTube and Facebook. Follow us at One Way Ministries and Global Force Records, GFR Incorporated's YouTube and Facebook pages. Be sure to follow me on Zang, OnlyFans, Google, and TikTok. And don't forget, we are going to be live today for the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast, episodes 191 and 192 today, officially, in just a couple of hours. But until then, keep blazing. Always have God in your life, no matter what. And once again, thank you all for rocking with me on 190 episodes in all the topics that we talk about. From the first episode, we're going to say about 12:15, 12:20 for the Talk of Poncho's Palace podcast here in just about 10 hours. So I'll see you all in 10 hours. And I'm out as of right now.